What up, YouTube? Man, it feels good to finally be able to talk. And today I'm gonna just talk about drivers. I'm gonna just be just 100% transparent with y'all. Just really open up and just let y'all into the world of ghosts. And my view on drivers, some situations I've had with drivers, and uh just be a little transparent because there's a video that is gonna drop about my lawsuit, and I'm gonna go more into detail about it in that video. But to sum it up, basically I got sued for $9,000, and by my very first driver that I got the black truck for, which you'll check that video out, and I'll go more into detail about the whole 9,000 and the whole outcome of it. But basically, I'm dropping this video to talk about drivers because one of the statements that this man made was in court that I basically used him to build my company. And then also my experience with my drivers that I've had, because I've gone through, I would say, about 4 drivers in damn near 6 months. So yeah, let's speak on driver number one. Driver number one basically wanted to be an owner-operator and realized that maybe being an owner-operator just wasn't for him. I gave him an option to where he could be a company driver because he just was not fulfilling the whole what I needed out of an owner-operator or somebody trying to do a lease purchase. Which is why I end up getting the black truck and having to run it and do everything I had to do with it. Because for somebody to say that I used him to start my company, but my authority was established in March. Let's see what else. Jezebel, it took about $6,000 to put her under my authority. And the money he gave me, basically, that went towards the black truck. So if I really use somebody to start my own company, to start my company, wouldn't I have used the money to put Jezebel on? So where did that money come from? I'm just playing. But yeah, that whole situation went south, and I really couldn't speak on it because I knew basically he was gonna take me to court. I knew everything that was about to happen was gonna happen. And I knew what the outcome was, which you guys had to check that video out. So yeah, I got sued for $9,000. Second driver, he was actually a pretty cool dude. He was older Hispanic gentleman. What do you call that? He was a pretty, solid dude. Let me see what's that. Somebody needs a POD. He was actually a pretty cool Hispanic gentleman, older guy, like in his 60s. He was old enough to be like my dad's age, and he ended up running my truck empty on the 710 freeway. I had to get it towed off the freeway, and then I also had to have a fuel truck come out and put fuel in it. Called me at 3 in the morning when that happened. Yeah, I was like, what the heck? How the heck did you do that? So yeah, he calls me at 3 a.m. to tell me that he ran out of fuel on the 710, knowing dang well this man passed the TA in Ontario, the Petrol in Ontario. He passed, because he came from Utah, so he passed the Pilot in Hesperia on the 15. I think it's exit like 395 or something like that. This man passed all sorts of truck stops. He even passed the state line. And he ran the truck empty on the 710. So that was like around Thanksgiving. So that was the end of his little, tour of running for me. So then I had my homeboy that I knew for 10 years. Like, me and this dude were like brothers. Like, man, like this was a dude that I was basically like, this man was there when I went through my divorce, when I lost everything, when I basically was living on a mattress and damn near a grill and a refrigerator in my house. Like, this man really was like there. And this man, he still lived at home, about 30 years old, still lived at home. And I mean, everybody goes through their own little like struggles and issues, but it's like, don't take your stuff out. Don't take your struggles and your issues out on people that really had your back. People that really, put their neck out on the line, took penitentiary chances to basically, put you on. And it's like, this man, I basically paid this dude $8,000 in December when we were on this UPS project. I mean, I was paying this man loot. Like, this man was making like $350 a day just to run one load. I mean, he was making bread. So it's like, I put this man on, and it's like, he basically ended up jumping ship at the end of December because he wanted to go fix a roof that he claimed he had made, 10 stacks on. So, if you make 10 stacks, that's a lot of money for somebody with no real debt. If I make 10 stacks and I ain't got no debt, I'm basically like, yes, like, I'm about to sit on that for a minute. That's like, man, that's lovely for somebody that don't have that much debt, which I didn't understand. You made 8 in December and you made 10 like in 2 weeks. That's $18,000. So where'd all that money go? But I'm gonna get to that. So, yeah, this man, he, bragged and boasted about all this money he was making off of doing these roofs. And I'm like, I mean, cool. I'm congratulating him. Like, yeah, let's go hit the club and let's get some bottle service and, bring some baddies to the table with us. Because we out here, we doing it. We young, black, and successful. I like to see that. I like to see, other successful people around me. Because, it gets lonely sometimes. You doing extraordinary things. And, I was always told to put everybody on that, that was close to you. And this man was close to me. I tried putting him on. And I just don't understand what really happened, honestly. Because it's like everybody falls through in the hard times. Trust me, they do. But if you supposed to be like family, like brothers, then y'all ain't supposed to divide over basically money and hard times. Y'all supposed to basically embrace each other and, get past that. Which, I ain't gonna lie, I hit a hard spot in, I want to say it was February. February was a hard month for me. Like, real hard, because I didn't expect for, the slow season to be the way that it was. And it kicked my ass. Like, real talk. I was hurting. And, I was always told, to reach out to your brother and, let him know what's up. Like, be like, dude, like, I need some help. So, but he, he just wasn't like that. I thank God for my homeboy Travis. Like, he's a real one. Like, real talk. Like, this man is somebody that I really do consider a brother. Like he's done stuff for me that, man, I'm just forever grateful for. And it's like, I hate the fact that, me and my homeboy had what we had go on. And then, I had another driver. He was a young dude from Swift. He's actually still rolling with me. He, goes through, he basically had to go handle some personal issues, but, he came back. And the driver I have now, he's pretty solid too. But I have, I have a temporary driver or, a fill-in driver, and then I have, like, my main driver. But, I mean, it hurt me, like, having to part ways with my homeboy, because he was, like, family. I considered him my cousin. Like, this man was really, like, he was, like, real close to me. Like, man, this was, like, my boy. So, I mean, it hurt, like, having to part ways, and, the way that it went down sucked. But at the end of the day, it's like I told him, it's all business. But, not everybody has that business mind, and, they want to get to fighting and doing all that. And nobody got time for that, real talk. Like, I'm not about to fight over basically money, because money comes and goes. I've had money, I've lost it, I've had it, I've lost it. Money is money at the end of the day. You as fast as you earn it, you'll lose it. So, and plus I'm not materialistic. It's like, I like nice things, but at the end of the day, I know at any given time I could lose it all. And I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, it just sucks that, our friendship basically fell apart over money. Over a small amount of money at that. And I mean, it is what it is. Not everybody is, rooting for you. And that's what I realized. Like, you know, I had a Peter and a Judas in my corner. And anybody that's, you know, familiar with the Bible, you know, y'all know about the story about Peter and about Judas. And, you know, I had a whole bunch of them in my camp. A whole bunch of them. So, you know, when it comes to drivers, I've had my share. I've had my fair share. I've had some experiences. Like, it's crazy. Drivers are no joke. They are really hard to find. That's probably the hardest thing about, you know, running multiple trucks is having drivers, which is why I'm real leery about, you know, really expanding until, you know, I got some solid drivers that are really down and really, you know, with it. So, my best advice to anybody that wants to get out there and grow a fleet is, you know, just be very cautious with, you know, picking y'all drivers, because, you know, you got people like Woody, LaShawn, you know, everybody's coming up with fleets and all that. And I think Woody had the experience where he had to go rescue a truck that got abandoned in Salt Lake City. So, I mean, that's one person that, you know, he can contest to it. Having drivers is no joke. It's like a whole nother story. Some email about business stuff. But yeah, LaShawn too. I mean, the best advice I can give anybody that wants to become a fleet owner or anything, especially if you want to become a fleet owner under your own authority, man, just be easy, be very leery, and, you know, cross your I's and dot your T's, and also have contracts. Make sure y'all write contracts, and make sure them contracts are as thorough as possible, because that, you know, in the event that you get sued, that will basically make or break how basically the outcome of that trial goes. Whether you're going to owe a whole bunch of money or you're going to owe what you told them you were going to pay them. And that's the, you know, the situation that happened with me. I basically had him write up a contract. He signed it and he agreed to it. And that's what kept me from really out of the frying pan. So, you know, make sure y'all got contracts. Make sure you let the drivers know just from Jump Street what it is. And if you guys decide to do a lease purchase, good luck. Because, you know, it's going to be a whole lot of legalities that have to come with that. So, I mean, you're going to get people that claim that they want to do leases and then they're not really cut out to be owner-operators. Because, you know, being an owner-operator, especially an owner-operator where it's like you basically are under your own authority, it's like night and day. You don't have that mega carrier there to hold your hand. Something break down, that's on you. You got to pay right then and there, or basically you out of business. Like February, it was January. My truck went down 3 times. Busted a radiator, $1,600. Fan clutch, $1,600. Well, the fan clutch brake went out, or it was leaking. That was $1,600, along with a couple other things that were. I think I needed a PM, and a couple seals went bad. Let's see what else happened in January. I had my this is with Jezebel, and I had my couple radiator hose ruptured. Boom, that was like what $230 to fix that. So it's like, you know, back-to-back breakdowns suck. And then I had to put her in the shop the end of December to get the whole regen system fixed. Yeah. Got the whole regen system fixed. And that was just a whole bunch of money. It was well over. It was a whole bunch of money. But she's good now. And like I said before, it's like, you know, having drivers is no joke, especially because they're not going to take care of your stuff the way that you want to take care of your stuff. I mean, I had a driver in Jezebel. I don't know how they did it, but they ripped the step up. They bent the step on the passenger side to get up into the truck. Don't know how it happened, but it happened. The Pearl. My cousin lost, two sets of mud flaps. Had to replace them. So it's a lot of, you know, BS that goes with, you know, having drivers. They're going to tear your truck up. They're going to tear your stuff up. So just get ready for it. It's going to happen. I mean, you might get one driver that actually treats it like, you know, like it's golden. But, yeah, from what I've experienced, they ain't going to take care of it the way that you're going to take care of it. So, like I said before, I just feel good that, you know, I went to court today and I can finally talk. I can finally make videos. I can finally enjoy myself. You also going to have them drivers that's going to be envious of you. You're going to have them drivers that's going to be pocket watching you. they're going to be wondering this and wondering that, because that's a situation I went through with dude I consider my family. So, got to watch out for that too. But yeah, it's your boy Ghost. I don't want to ramble on too long, but, you know, this is my experience, you know. Being a fleet owner and having drivers, it comes with the territory. So love, peace, prosperity. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video that I'm going to drop about my lawsuit, because trust me, it was crazy. But it just felt good to basically have that weight lifted off my shoulders, because I've been under a whole lot of stress. Like, let me tell y'all, it ain't easy. It's not easy. But I can finally, like, you know, breathe. So yeah, love, peace, prosperity. I hope you guys look forward to my videos. Now that I feel like I can talk, I'll start making more. So guess I'll just end it with this whole story time. So yeah, love, peace, prosperity. Y'all stay up out there. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.